Hello, BookTube. I've got a mail haul for you, and a lot of times in my mail hauls, I will make a point of mentioning that the whole thing ends with a box, because boxes are like Christmas morning. Boxes are extra fun. This mail haul is half box. It's more box than mail. So we're gonna do the crappy little envelopes first, and then we've got two huge boxes to do here. So we'll do the first envelope here. Oh, okay. Okay, I shouldn't have called this crappy. This is actually a gift from one of you. For a read-along, I've been invited to a buddy read. That never happens because I smell. We're doing a buddy read of Wallace Stegner's Angle of Repose. I didn't have a copy, and of course the copy I would want would be a Penguin Classic. So one of you found it and sent it to me. So now I'm ready for the buddy read. And also another important hurdle that the buddy read had to cross. We got it out of the way early. The other somebody else in the buddy read actually asked me on the Voxer that the kids like so much. Actually asked me, "Have you read the book?" Had this person consulted with Deb first, she would have said, no, don't ever ask him that. Ask him what he thought of it, but don't ever ask him if he's read something. But in this case, a modern American classic. So we got that out of the way. That's great. So now I have the book, and now I'm all ready. That's wonderful. Okay. And then the next envelope, we'll just do these two, and then we're straight on to boxes. Let's see what this next one is. Finished copy of something. Oh, okay. Okay, this comes out in August. I've already read it, and it did nothing for me at all, but I'm going to try it again. I'm in the zone now of trying August books again. This did nothing for me at all, but I've got a week until it comes out. This is Rust and Stardust by T. Greenwood, and it's famous. It's been in the news. It's been written up because it's a novelization of the original incident that was Nabokov's inspiration for Lolita. So that's what this pub sheet is going to tell us, I'm sure. Despite inspiring one of the most famous novels of the 20th century, the tragic story of Sally Horner has become scarcely known and all but forgotten. In 1948, 11-year-old Florence Sally Horner was abducted by Frank LaSalle, a pedophile who would hold her captive for nearly 2 years. Nabokov read a mention of the case in the newspaper, and it inspired his novel Lolita. And unlike a great many people on BookTube and off BookTube, I think Lolita is a pile of crap. I think that Nabokov's writing almost entirely, from start to finish, is a pile of crap. So a novel... I mean, the worst case scenario here is that the author is trying to invoke Nabokov, which cannot work well. Or the best case scenario for me is the worst case scenario for writing a review, which is that this book is much better than Lolita. I find it hard to believe it could be worse. So I don't know. One way or another, it's been written up because there's a tie-in to a famous book that everybody's read and everybody claims to like. So book editors love that sort of thing. But anyway, so we're on to the first box. Very exciting times here at Hyde Cottage. As you may have seen, there's a test video up. New technology. So let's see what the first one is. The nice thing about boxes is that it could be something huge that wouldn't fit in an envelope, and that's right up Steve's alley. Oh, okay. We've seen this on this channel, and this is huge. This wouldn't have fit in an envelope. This comes out in early September. It's a massive book by Christopher Andrew called The Secret World, A History of Intelligence. Not cognitive intelligence, but governmental intelligence. How do governments and state agencies gather the things they know? How do they test what they know, and how do they use it? And I've had the advanced copy, and it's huge, and it's on a subject that interests me. So you'd think I'd have read it by now, but no, no. So I'm glad I have it. I will dive right into it. And then we've got this next one, and then we'll be done. Believe it or not, it's only a few packages, but it's they're okay. This one is well packed. Fortunately, we have scissors right nearby. People may scoff at scissors, but if I didn't have them, and I did something like this, and I wasn't editing the video, what would I be doing right now? Couldn't open the package, I'd just be staring at the camera singing Tura Lura Lura. Now, instead, I can hack my way in here. Although, the fact that this is packaged not for transport to the United States, but for transport to the asteroid belt, makes me think that this is not actually from a publisher, that someone's just using this box. This is a lot of packing for a book. But no, it has to be from a publisher because it's 2 open letters. The online literary journal where I am an editor. So let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. All right. Well, this box is not containing a book so big that it wouldn't fit in an envelope. It's containing the next best thing. It's containing a stack of books. Will you look at this? Oh my! This is almost the entire back catalog of this author. This is the author is John Straley, and this is his first book in forever. Baby's First Felony. Do I have anything on here? No, I don't. Okay. We've seen this. We saw this when I first got it on this channel. It's set in Alaska. The criminal defense investigator Cecil Younger spends his days coaching would-be felons on how to avoid incriminating themselves. He even likes most of the rough characters who seek his advice. So when Sherry, a returning client, asks him to track down some evidence to clear her of a domestic violence charge, he agrees. Maybe he'll find something that will get her abusive boyfriend locked up for good. But things develop from there. This is a character. I wonder if this is even going to tell you. No, it doesn't. Okay, the book itself does not contain one of its most interesting selling points, which is that it's been a while since the author wrote one of these things. I don't know why it wouldn't do that. But anyway, this is Baby's First Felony, and the publisher sent me all the others. Look at how beautiful these things are. This one is The Curious Eat Themselves. Some of these I haven't read in years. Some of them I haven't read at all. This is going to be a binge. Death and the Language of Happiness. Look at how good these things look. The Woman Who Married a Bear. That one I've read. I absolutely loved it. Cold Water Burning. Isn't this neat? This is all original cover artwork. That's fantastic. The Music of What Happens. By John Straley. There you go. And Angels. The Angels Will Not Care. What a way to get an author. Boy, I wish more publishers would figure this out and indulge in it. So that's incredible. All right, so how are we going to do this here? We're going to make a pyramid here. We've got The Secret World, a tome that I really need to get to. We've got Rust and Stardust, a novelization of the news story that inspired Lolita. We've got the Penguin Classic, Angle of Repose. Thank you very much. You know who you are. Then the collected works of John Straley. We've got Baby's First Felony, Cold Water Burning, The Woman Who Married a Bear, Death and the Language of Happiness, The Curious Eat Themselves, The Angels Will Not Care, and The Music of What Happens. A whole shot of reading John Straley. Fantastic. Wonderful. All right, so there you go. That's our Boxy Mail-Haul. I'm going to wrap this up and get back into the cool. It's still very grippingly hot and humid here, so I'm keeping an eye on the little Fraulein. But I'll be back soon. Thank you, BookTube.